Hey everyone, it's Tuesday. We have Omar back. In this episode, I want to give Omar 100% credit for. We talked for about 30 seconds before we start these interviews. They're live, they're ad hoc, but he's like, Michael, it's Thanksgiving week. Why don't you and I talk about what we are grateful for? So, I thought that was like, oh my gosh, he thinks just like me. So, Omar, thank you for that. Let's get into it. What is Omar grateful for?
You know, I'm grateful for being here, for
Yeah.
being alive, for the struggles that I've acquired over the last, my lifetime. Obviously, it gets super deep when it comes to being grateful.
Mhm.
Your family, why are you doing all of this business? Why are you choosing to be stressed out and work hard and push yourself and live on the edge all the time? There's got to be a reason for it. It's not just for you. Is it for your significant other, your wife, your kids, your family? And
Mhm.
I mean, this is a huge rabbit hole, and I don't even want to call it a rabbit hole because it's a hole of gratitude
Yeah.
because we can just keep going on and on and on about what we're grateful for. But at the end of the day, look back, all your struggles, all the shit you went through,
Yeah.
and you'll find out why it's worth it, providing you don't give up.
Yeah. I think that last piece is so again, so just kind of we're going to be going through this one a lot. So
Yeah.
you're right. I think one of the things that I'm grateful for when you mentioned this earlier was the fact that I can still go look back in my mind and feel the struggle,
Mm-hmm.
feel the fear, right? We've talked about many times about being financially insecure and food insecure
Yep.
when I was younger. And the fact that I can still secure and get that feeling and that fire, right? um, is pretty amazing. And I'm certainly thankful for that. I certainly don't wish it on anyone, and I don't think it would feel great in the moment.
No.
But having that in my bag of tricks for when I need to go the extra mile, or I need to, give a little bit more, or it's a rough day because somebody said something nasty or whatever when I'm trying to help. Um, it's pretty amazing. And then you're right, the ability to know that it pays off. Because I got to tell you, I didn't. There were some years I just didn't know. I'm like,
Seriously, Michael. Yep, I know the feeling.
yeah, you're in year 5 or year 6, and you're having cash flow, but you never see it because you keep buying stuff. It's like, where did it all go? What's going on?
Yep,
Um, to know that, yeah, you know what, it does work. Um, Pretty amazing. And then the next one, and I'll give it back to you again because I want to hear more from you, is the ability to know that putting it out there in a free way really does help people. Probably the most grateful feelings I get this time is when my students in our private Facebook group, right, just for my students, post, just did a deal, just, got my third deal, got my first one, just wrote an offer. I'm so excited. Um, because again, I make my students do work. I'm not here for fluff. I'm not here for, I don't need that income. But man, if you sign up for the $200 and you do the work, I will celebrate it. I will. And then they ask questions. They're asking questions about, hey, do you allow pets? How do you do this? How do you do that? It's just awesome to have a very focused set of people, right? 1,000 students now, um, and just know that you are positively impacting them. And the beauty is they're helping each other now. The group has grown to a level where the students are speaking the same vocabulary and they're helping each other. It's uh, I just sit back in awe sometimes looking at that.
that's awesome, Michael. I'm gonna be a part of this. So send me that link,
You got it. Yeah.
please. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I want to, one thing that I've walked away from that I want to hear from you
Mhm.
is I don't have employees, right? I don't have a team, right? No direct employees, no 1099s, none of that. It's been, it has been something I've consciously pushed away from,
Okay.
but I want to know from you, how awesome is it to have, because earlier in episodes you talked about a team of 8. How awesome is it to see that team of 8 grow, succeed, blossom into new avenues that you've helped them?
Oh, it's unexplainable because everybody wants it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody that gets in any business, they want to be successful. Are they willing to go through the crap to get there?
Yeah.
That's the key. And these individuals that are on the team, I literally coach
Yeah.
and talk to them every day, twice, 2, 3 times a week, just to see how they're doing and how their trajectory is going. And it's awesome to see them like a brand new agent go from no deals to
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
to 12 deals to 30 deals.
Yeah.
And I've seen it, and people quit cold turkey, their normal business, to jump into real estate. So I take it personally that they've trusted enough in me
Yeah.
to take them to that next level. They pretty much quit their job and walked in and said, "Hey, can you teach me how to
Yeah.
be successful?"
Yeah.
If that doesn't empower you and bless you,
Right.
like, I don't know what else would, literally. And this is huge because I'm so thankful that they're trusting me, and it gives me, and I sit back and I'm like, this is cool. And
Yeah.
I want to take it to another scale of helping thousands of people like yourself, Michael. And
Yeah.
I know I can
Oh yeah.
because of all the information I can give. And that's just, I mean, we're so blessed. And even though it's not monetary,
Yeah.
it's more than monetary.
Oh,
It's
without
with the
question.
impact. It's the impact that you have on them that they're always going to remember.
Yeah.
That's what's key. You can remove all that money from your 1,000 students,
Yeah.
Michael, and you know what? Your return is going to be that much greater
For sure.
because they're all talking about you,
Yeah.
and they're all saying how badass you are at what you do.
Yeah. Well, this is funny. And again, I always just tell it how it is. So I retire from work February of 18. I struggle for about 2 or 3 weeks. Like, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. I'm 45. Go back. I have that internal, like the mind is painful. What really got me over the edge is somewhere around week 3 or 4, I said, I want to create something that outlives me by 50 years. Think about that. How do you do that? You don't
That's
create
huge.
something that outlives you by 50 years
No,
by going back to a tech job,
no.
right? You do that by empowering people to change their financial futures and the family's legacy.
Yep.
So you write a book, you build a freaking course, you give freaking daily, and hey, just keep swinging the hammer. And more and more people are coming. I know it can help hundreds of thousands of people. It just takes time. Um, but I am changing lives, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity. I hope I can do it for the next 50 years. But if I died tomorrow, I think I've done enough already that I will be impacting lives for 50 years after my death.
100%, Michael. Well said. And it's hard to find something like that to outlive you.
Yeah.
And you've created it, and it's just starting, my friend.
Oh yeah, I
Starting.
certainly hope so. Decades. The beauty about real estate and investing is it doesn't have an age limit, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you can just keep on going. And yeah, that is my anchor. Is I want to be doing something that impacts people 50 years after I'm dead. I mean, just think about that. So that's why YouTube, right? Because videos are always there. That's why a book goes on Amazon and Audible, because it's always there. The course is on Teachable, so even if I was dead, people could still sign up. It's an honor to do that and to have something to give back. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So you're
Yeah.
definitely thankful as well,
Oh, for
Michael.
sure.
And we never, I mean, for what you have, for what I'm currently gaining, to get to your level as well. And but we don't lose who we are along the way.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
That's
that
the
is
biggest.
that's a big part of who I choose to keep in my circle and why you've been added to my circle is um, money and financial freedom doesn't it basically amplifies who you are at your core, right? Because we all see the people on social media who are doing nothing but flexing cars and watches and planes and stuff like that. Yeah, you could do that if that's who you are. Go ahead. That is not who I am. uh yeah, you won't see me very often talk about things we have or this or that, um because it's that what I have is not important. What I have that is important is the information, the ability to give back, the ability to
Correct.
impact your life positively. What I have in the checking account means nothing to you, and shouldn't be important, frankly.
But you know what though, Michael, you said something. There are people that flex,
Yeah.
and they have all. I mean, and you know what? And they got a bunch of money, and they're
Yeah.
doing it. So that's awesome. Good for them. But and yes, you do attract, and it's attractive, and it's
No,
the
no, no.
shiny object to sell, right?
Yeah.
But we just stay in our lane, and we create more,
Yeah.
units that cash flow, and help more people along the way. We're doing what we need to do. We're
Yeah.
impacting, because that's such a huge word.
Yeah. One thing I will say about what you and I do is we will positively impact more people than the folks that are flexing. The people that are flexing will have bigger followings. They will have more YouTube followers. They will have more this or that. But I can guarantee you the people that follow my channel, which is a tenth of 1% of whatever they have, my folks that are following me daily are doing stuff. And that's what I care about. I don't care about, the people liking my car or, whatever. Yeah, it is such an awesome feeling to just have a goal of what can you do to impact people 50 years after you're dead.
That's a mission statement.
There you go.
Right there.
There you
It
go.
is.
Yes.
That's awesome, Michael.
Very cool. So, hey man, this was a great thing. What are your Thanksgiving plans? Just hanging out with the family where you're at?
Yeah, actually, my lady and I and my baby.
Yeah.
We are here for the week. Gonna have Thanksgiving, just us three and 3 dogs.
Yeah.
And hopefully get to have my other daughter go pick her up. I think she's in Arizona too this week. So it'd be nice to be able to pick her up and have a little Thanksgiving.
There you go. Yeah, we're doing nothing big. We're just we actually got some so we're doing a surf and turf dinner.
Nice.
Yeah, so we got some fancy meats and some lobster tails, and we're gonna do a nice surf and turf. So that's our Thanksgiving. Usually for us it's sushi. Usually we go out for sushi, but this time we're gonna do surf and turf. So that's our plan.
That's cool. That's good. We have so much to be thankful for, Michael. We really do.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for doing this. I'm glad you were able to find time for me to keep our Wednesdays. Congratulations. Have a wonderful week.
You too. Thanks, Michael.
Yep.